All right, my boy John. Let's see what we're talking about here. First play. First play on tape. Got a pop, right? Coming out the slot. Working that middle cover two beater. Bang, catch, get in there. Why can't I rewind? All right. Boom. So we're getting off the ball, right? Nice and easy. Trying to sell that spot route. Get to the linebacker. Get him to freeze his feet. Good. See that safety open up the middle. Boom. Corner's taking him away. Smash route's taking him off the hash. Hit that shit in the middle. Get up in there. I like it. All right, let's see. Next play. Next play, we're coming from the outside, right? One quick little advice if you're making a highlight tape, try to put like the circle at the beginning of the video, just so that like as somebody breaking down your film, I can watch the whole route happen all together rather than having a little pause in the middle. It's really not a big deal though. But what we're seeing here, right, inside stem, let's watch it through full speed. Inside stem, boom, breaking that post off, splitting the cover two again. Getting, oh shit, trucking the ref. Damn. This man trucked the ref and got the fuck out of there. So let's watch it back, right? What kind of coverage we seeing here? Seeing probably a quarters type of thing, right? Maybe cover two, he's carrying with you. So you know that post is going to bang right in the middle, right? It's going to be on a line right between those safeties. Does a good job reaching out, making the catch, right? Boom, hit our stem, get past the second level. Stick, find the ball, right? In these routes where we're splitting a cover two, or we're finding that little seam behind the Mike backer, or that little crease that between the triangle of the Mike backer and the two safeties, right? Our route is not necessarily focused on technique, right? We're just getting to our spot. Do a great job getting there, seeing the ball in, and then shit, using your blockers, I guess. I ain't mad at it. The ref is a part of the field just like anything else. All right, next play, got a little tunnel screen. Bang, catch it. Bounce, okay. Good vision, good aggressiveness, right? Way to get your nose in the end zone. We'll watch it back. Boom, one stick. Let your block set up. Get in behind there. Right, good job navigating the traffic. I know you feel that end, or that D tackle or that nose guard. I know you feel him coming off that block, right? Good job focusing on the rock, getting up through there. Bang, bounce out, read the blocks, cut up, stick your nose in there. Good job being a football player. Let's see the next one. All right, coming off the outside, we got the tight trips. Little corner post. Brr. Okay, get in that box. Good shit, way to crib it. Way to finish the play. We'll go back to that last one real quick so I can watch back through it. What are we seeing here? Seeing another cover four type of thing, right? Kind of matching up. So this corner, he's running with you, right? Because once you get into his zone, if this is a true cover four, not necessarily cover four, more quarters look where they're matching, right? So you get into their zone deeper. This turns into man for number 32 right here in the bottom, right? So as soon as you get to about here, his eyes flip straight to you. He knows he's not going with anything else, right? So now you can work your move on him. Not even really a corner post, really just a post with a little spray release, right? We're bending out, attacking his outside shade, forcing him to weave out towards the sideline, give us a little room. Bang, head down, go get the ball, go score. Not too much to be said on that, right? As far as the route itself, the technique, sticking that foot in the ground right here. All this route is, one stick. This step right here, this right outside step is where you win, right? Because that's where he's shuffling out to respect your spray release. Right now we win here with this next step, the push from the right foot to the left as he's opening his hips, right? We're ripping through his turn, right? We have the momentum. We have the advantage here. If we're even, we're leaving. Boom, do a good job sticking your foot in the ground, getting vertical, driving, right, and get the head around, find it, go score. All right, that's the first minute. I'm going to get to that second one real quick. All right, let's get into the second half of the film. Got the back angle, deep ball. Go get you one, go score. Okay, let's watch that back. Initial thoughts, right? Good job, not being too handsy, right? His hand's sticking out. He's trying to hand fight with you downfield, right? No PI here. You guys are both just working the hands, right? Good job of not grabbing him and throwing him by. Just understanding momentum, right? You stick that right foot in the ground and go up. He's carrying vertical. You have the advantage there. He has no play to make. So good job sticking that right foot in the ground and jumping towards the ball rather than fading away. Then excellent job keeping your feet, staying in bounds, right? I'm sure this DB thought the play was over when he's drifting out of bounds. Worst case scenario, you catch the ball and go down. No one's expecting you here to go up and get it on him on the sideline. Keep the feet in and continue on your play, go score. So off here, can't really tell. I don't know where you would lined up initially. Would like to see a little bit more room between you and the sideline here, right? Because your quarterback, he drops in a good enough ball for you to go make a play, but he's got a very slim window here to drop that in on the sideline. Whereas if you get on your vertical, boom, and now you're fighting to stack, not necessarily fully stack. I mean, on a go ball, I like a full stack because you have time. Or not you have time, you have room, sorry. You're not making a break. You don't have to worry about bumping into him on any type of breaks. So a full stack on a vertical, getting him directly behind you, since you obviously won, right? He's reaching forward. So if you could even just lean into him a little bit, give your quarterback a little bit more room, or full stack with that much of a win on the release, right? Now, instead of going up to get this ball, you're just slowing down, fading out to it. And, that's also, I'm sure, something you've gone over with your quarterback. If he's expecting you to get this on a back shoulder, you obviously don't want a full stack because then you're going to turn around and run into him. But even if he's throwing you a back shoulder, right, we want to give ourselves a little more room to work off this sideline so that as you come down, there's no chance of me going up, getting it, and then tapping that right foot just on the sideline, right? We want to make sure we're being quarterback friendly, give him room to throw a fade ball, whether it's over the shoulder or back shoulder. Give him room, give us room to work. But overall, I mean, shit, you scored a fucking touchdown, so I ain't mad at it. Good job being a football player, making a play. Let's see this next clip right here. Coming from the outside. Good get off. A little out and up. Good sell with the eyes. Good finish. Yes, sir. Touchdown. All right, let's watch the route back. It's a little small on my screen, but we'll make it work. All right, so we're seeing another sort of quarters drop, right? Maybe cover two, and he's just carrying the number 2 vertical. So you hit your out. He drifts out because you're the only guy in his vicinity. He feels you, your quarterback knows that seam or that whatever bender type of post you got from your number 2 is probably going to hold that safety. So he's going to have time to make this throw, right? You actually win by a lot more than this play indicates. A good timely ball. You don't got to come back to that at all. You got him beat by a good. There's at least 4 or 5 yards between y'all two at this point right here on the play. So good job. Same thing here. Stick that right foot in the ground. Go up vertical. Would like to see you attack towards the ball a little bit more. See you fading into the end zone. But like I said on the previous play, right, I'm not going to be fucking mad at you for scoring a touchdown, right? This is a great play. Good route. Bang. Same thing here. This step. It's kind of hard to see it on this with this angle, but this step right there, that right to left, where you're essentially working a speed cut, right? That's where you win. That's where your momentum out-leverages his. You know where you're going. He obviously doesn't with the nature of the position. That right foot stick in the ground and get vertical. Bang. Get up. That's what's going to win you the rep here. And then obviously the finish at the end, right? He's catching up. We get vertical. We know he's playing catch up. He doesn't know where the ball is. So we go up, use our body, use our size, make a play, get up. Yes, sir, touchdown. All right, let's see this next one here. It's a little shit. I don't even know what that was. I mean, it looked like a late like scissor route, you know, post from the outside corner from the inside. And you know, I mean, it seems like maybe your tempo here is coming from, you know, you're supposed to cut underneath him, right? So you peep your inside guy. He's got to make a release. He's not getting off clean, so you got to slow it down and wait for him. You know, I like it. Again, it's another one of those routes where the technique is not what we're focused on here, right? Obviously, it's a timing thing. It's a rub thing. You know, they're playing a cover 3 here, so I don't necessarily love this play call, but you're not always gonna love the fucking play call, right? All you got to do is go make a play like you did here. Bang, quarterback throws a good ball, go up and get it. Find your zone, go up and get it. You know, nothing too crazy. You know that safety's gonna hold that middle, so we don't want to break in too fat, right? Doing a good job here. You kind of dive in, get back vertical because you know there's guys inside. Make a play. Let's peep this next one. Looks like we're playing Cabrillo. Always nice to get some free film versus weaker teams. It's that same out and up, right? Undisciplined DB, bad eyes. You know, good job on our route here. See what they're playing. Looks like they're playing, you know, man coverage. And he's just fucking sitting 4 yards away. I mean, this is just terrible defense. But you don't get to pick who you go against, right? All you pick is just, you know, putting your fucking best effort on film, which is what you do here. Good get off on the ball, right? No wasted steps. Snap right into it. Get up on him. Let him think he's winning on that out route. Let him come down. Good job selling the eyes. Again, it's that right foot right here that's going to stick and drive you up the sideline. Obviously, you know, as soon as you make your first break, his eyes are terrible. He should be playing through your hip, running underneath your hands, and as you break here on that right foot, he should be ripping the fuck out of your hips, not letting you turn upfield. So that's more of what to expect when you play at a higher level, right? This DB here, obviously at a high level, you know, guys lose reps and guys have bad eyes and whatever. But, you know, a good DB here is squeezing. You know, even as your eyes go, he's playing, waiting to show your hands so he can play through them. And then as you stick this right foot in the ground, you're going to have to be real violent, ripping upfield through his right shoulder because he knows on that double move he's cooked right here, right? His leverage is gone. He has no idea where you're going. A good DB here is going to use whatever length he has, whatever strength he has to grab onto you and either slingshot himself in front of you, stay on your top shoulder, or just draw a flag and take the 15 yards rather than the fucking 60-yard touchdown. But good finish, right? See the ball in. Go get up in that end zone. Good shit. This might be the last play right here. Up on the outside again. Oh, yeah. I thought you were about to throw in a block and clip. Hey. Good ball, QB. Right, we're just working our post over the top. Nice and skinny. Let's see. Can't really see the get off too well. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Is this like a, let me see the backfield action. Okay, so it was a little trick play. So they hit the throwback, right? Good job of, you know, honestly, the DBs didn't do a terrible job here. You know, they stayed deep. They didn't bite up. They're playing that, you know, it looks like he's rolling into a cover 3 maybe. Or maybe that quarters the far safety was undisciplined with his eyes, right? Or not necessarily undisciplined, but he was coming downhill. So this right side safety knew he had to rotate over. Corner didn't do a terrible job. He stayed kind of deep, right? He didn't bite on the fake. But doesn't matter. If you can outrun him and you can outthrow him, it don't matter how deep they play, right? So good ball by the quarterback. Good job by you, tempoing into it. Taking off here when you knew the ball was about to be released. Find you downfield, bang, go score. Ooh, okay, way to break one. And then peep that. Ugh. Keep the feet off the ground, get in there. Overall, man, good looking tape. Let me know when you want to get in the lab, get ready for Santa Barbara, because, you know, like I said, you put a lot of great things on this tape, but also you got to take it with a grain of salt when you're playing, you know, A-Town and Cabrillo and shit like that. Like, not to take away from your film at all. You know, it's the same thing for me playing at St. Joe's. You know, I got clips against, you know, Templeton, AG, schools like that, you know, Paso. Like, always, whenever you're playing football in this area, right, it's easy to think very highly of yourself because you can dominate the inferior athletes that are from around here. But just keep that in mind, you know, especially heading to junior college where you're going to get into SB. It's going to be a lot of out-of-state guys, a lot of talented guys, not only on your team, but also on the teams you play against. So, yeah, let me know when you want to get in the lab, brother. Good work. Appreciate you sending in the film.